Jay, I've now seen you more than I see most of my friends.
Yeah. I'm sorry, and nice to see you again as well.
Yeah. First of all, great to talk with you both this morning, or this afternoon, whatever the fuck time it is.
No idea.
Exactly.
Right, man. So you cracked the lid on the bug. I love it, Steve. Thank you. So now we can actually tell you the name of the show.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh. I just realized that. So I heard you had to have been in a Terminator movie to be in this show. So Jay, how did you actually get cast?
Yeah, I was in a RoboCop, so it's the next best thing, I guess. Yeah.
There's a story. Arnold has a story about that. I'll tell you in a minute. Well, no, he saw Paul Verhoeven at I think it was Musso's or something around that time, and he walked up to because he wanted to work with Verhoeven, and Verhoeven was thought he was coming over to get mad at him because he ripped off the Terminator, or at least in his mind.
That's
he did.
cool.
So I thought you were gonna come tell me I ripped off the Terminator.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, listen, you've both done scenes with Arnold. And I'm curious, does it take a few seconds when you're standing across from him and you're doing that first take, when you're first working with him, to sort of take a moment to not be a kid, to realize, wait, do you know what I mean?
Yes, and you're never not a kid. I never got used to it. It was a constant thing to worry about. I was like, I've got to act. And I've got to be present. And someone said acting is reacting once. But meanwhile, I'm sure there's a lot of rushes or dailies of me just just in awe, it's crazy. It's still crazy. It was never not crazy.
Is that a Total Recall shirt?
It is, yeah.
Oh, it is. And I just interviewed Arnold, and he got a real kick out of it. So day made.
Yeah, attaboy, Steve.
Yeah, no, but Jay's absolutely right. It never gets any. It's always as incredible as it was the first time.
Listen, you guys are obviously both fans. Do you have a favorite Arnold movie?
Certainly.
Yeah. Last Action Hero, I think. Yeah.
I go Total Recall.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, both are great. Yeah, I think
Terminator really, but for me, Last Action Hero has
it's spectacular.
But the thing about all his films is there's always an entry point for kids, right? And, you can see yourself as John Connor, you can see yourself as the kid in Last Action Hero, one of the kindergartners in Kindergarten. You know what I mean? Alyssa Milano in Commando.
That would be my number two. Commando would be number two.
Commando's great.
Really? Number two is Commando.
I would have to be, yeah.
Interesting.
That movie goes so fucking hard. He kills everybody.
And he's in peak.
He's a
condition.
Fucking unit in that movie. Yeah.
He takes the Jeep all the way down the hill in the beginning. Amazing.
Listen, by the way, there's no wrong answer.
Yeah, correct.
There's no wrong answer. Yeah. I mean,
there is. If someone was like The Long Goodbye, you'd be like, "Oh, shut up, asshole."
Well, that's someone who hasn't seen his movies.
Yeah.
What do you think soon-to-be fans of this series would be surprised to learn about the actual making of the show?
Oh, I would assume because I don't know, that it was like a pretty joyous, lovely, light, airy working space. It was like summertime in Toronto. Everybody was kind of, for the most part, in a good mood. It was lovely out. We were a lot of good all the bells and whistles when it came to craft service and stuff. And and then we were doing something cool. Lots of fighting and car crashes and guns and stuff and explosions and it was a blast. It was like going to an amusement park every day.
Schnitzel Fridays, big thing with Arnold, and whenever he works, it's they've just brought in a cutting board, a mountain of schnitzel and lemon wedges. You wouldn't know that, but that's what fueled us on Fridays. So yeah.
Yeah. By the way, it's so funny. I've been lucky enough to do a number of set visits, and it's amazing. You can see the energy on set when the craft service is another level. Yeah. Everyone's just in a great mood.
Correct.
That's true.
It makes a big difference.
100%. So the season is 8 episodes. For each of you, which is your favorite episode and why?
I think, to be honest, this is going to sound like a cop-out, but the earnest answers, the first, the opener and the closer are both there are no skippables here. There's no track you'd skip over. They're all strong. They're all A-sides, but that first one is as strong a pilot as I've ever seen of any show, and our finale is like, oh man, spectacular. So I personally, I love those two.
I'm in agreement. I think that's a good answer. And the first is just also the first is special to me because you get to see Baro kind of in his element, and also with his most honest feelings towards Arnold's character, and you get to see that actually, obviously flip by the end of the episode. But so I love the pilot and the card game. The card game was really fun. I didn't have a lot to do in that scene, but there's a really great interaction with the CIA team during that episode. That's, a lot of truth is spoken, and it's really funny. I enjoyed that one.
Before I run out of time, as a huge fan of Last of Us, I definitely have to ask you, when you were making it, did you realize how special it was going to be?
I could tell that. We had some of the best craftsmen in every department. So, it was like John Pano, our production designer. You literally just go on the set and realize that you felt, because you having already been immersed in the game, you just to be able to be there and feel the textures. These game designers are spending hours and hours and hours building these textures, and now you have them, and just everything is tangible. And so I had the sense that we were making it at the highest level we possibly could in every department. Whether or not the audience was going to react the way they did was really there's no way of telling. But it was literally week to week, by the millions they were coming to the show, and that was just a tribute to friends telling friends, and that's and most of them were non-gamers. So long answer long. There's no way of knowing, but we were all overwhelmed by how positive people were.
I've been given the wrap-up signal. I'll just say that I noticed on Collider, the first few weeks it was like a certain level, but by the end it was a whole nother beast with people wanting to read content and read articles and, just.
Well, I appreciate your work, Steve. I always have, man. It's always great talking to you, and I love you all over there at Collider, so appreciate it.
On that note, Jay, good luck to whatever team you're rooting for in the NHL.
Yeah, when my team's done, I'm done. So they can all go shit in the sea as far as I'm concerned.
The Flames almost made the playoffs there at the end, and once they were out, I'm out.
Yeah, there you go. Attaboy.
I'm a Flames fan.
On that note, good luck with the rest of the speed dating. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, pal. Have a good one.